Now, a crisis is developing in sections of the country where Jamaicans have to rely on power generators for electricity as they remain cut off from the JPS grid. At least 7 people have reportedly died from carbon monoxide poisoning after inhaling the fumes from the machines. Amidst the worrying development is a fresh appeal from the authorities for persons to follow the safety rules when using generators. Details in this report.
For the last 3 weeks, the humming sound of generators has punctuated the air in communities as residents turn to the machines for power. But for some Jamaicans, the sound from the generator has tragically been the death knell. The Jamaica Fire Brigade says it has received reports that at least 7 people have died from carbon monoxide poisoning after using generators following Hurricane Melissa. Commissioner Stuart Beckford is urging residents to keep generators outside and away from homes to prevent further tragedies.
We suspect that there are instances where they may not have resulted in deaths, but people would have been seriously hurt. So we want to urge caution because, as I said, because of the long outages with the JPS power, persons are using these equipment to provide light. And so while it is good that they can use these devices and these equipment, they do pose a risk, they do pose a danger. And we are asking persons just to be cautious. If you need any assistance in terms of safety advice as to how you utilize these things, please give us a call and we are be more than happy to assist you in that regard. But make sure that you follow the manufacturer's advice in terms of usage, because if you do that, then I'm pretty sure you'll be okay.
The brigade is also reporting a sharp rise in fires across Westmoreland in the aftermath of the Category 5 hurricane. According to the commissioner, many of the incidents are linked to residents burning debris left behind by the storm. Mr. Beckford is urging residents to avoid burning debris whenever possible and to exercise extreme caution if they must do so.
If you have a metal container, a drum, we suggest that you put an amount of rubbish in that drum. Make sure there's some holes that will allow for oxygen to pass through so that it can burn, and have a metal cover on that, and you use that as a means of burning. It's pretty safe and reduces the risk of sparks leaving your particular location and traveling distance away and starting a fire.
The commissioner's warning comes after yesterday's massive bushfire in Watercress Cave in the parish. The cause of the fire, which began after 5 o'clock in the afternoon, is still unknown.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it was persons clearing land in terms of the rubbish that have been left behind following the passage of the storm. But it's under investigation. But the others that we have responded to would have been persons burning. And yes, and it would that would have control and quickly spread.
The dry hurricane stripped trees on the hillsides fed the wildfire. Firefighters from the Savlamar Fire Station responded to the blaze. Officials say the homes of residents were spared from the fire. But residents describe the scene as chaotic, with flames moving quickly due to the dry conditions and strong winds. The president of the Westmoreland Chamber of Commerce, Moses Chaibar, in the meantime, is calling on the NSWMA to speed up its garbage collection.
What I would like to say, though, is that some years ago, there were discussions held about a transfer station at Georges Plain. And it would make life much easier, I believe, if the garbage could be removed from the streets and temporary placed at that transfer station where it can be compacted, and also garbage has to be separated because right now everything is mixed up with metal and board and all kind of stuff. Not only can that transfer station serve that purpose, but it's a much shorter run for the garbage trucks, so the time it would take them to travel from Westmoreland to